Most NFL teams are obsessed with finding their franchise quarterback. And it makes sense. Quarterbacks rule the NFL. The difference between the right one and the wrong one is everything in a team. One of those teams desperately wanting a quarterback are the Washington Commanders. Earlier this week, they mentioned how they are willing to pay Aaron Rodgers $50 million a year if he signs with them. Washington and Ron Rivera are pulling out everything to see if they can land their main guy under center. And that's super cool to consider. That's kind of the thing that usually happens only in video games like Madden. Sometimes it's worth inquiring about a trade for a star quarterback just to see if you can swindle the all. Only this isn't a video game, and the Commanders were never going to actually get a chance to pull one over on Kansas City and simply getting Patrick Mahomes. It's a shame. There probably wasn't a camera in the Chiefs' offices to capture that moment. We can only hope an assistant or secretary comes out to say they heard a crazy laughter coming from Brett Vilch's office one day, and this finally explains what was so funny. It would also be fascinating to learn if Washington got any sort of answer on the cost of trading for Mahomes, who is one of the top quarterbacks and playmakers in the NFL, if not in league history. At the NFL Combine, Buccaneers head coach Bruce Arians mused it would take 5 first-round picks, at least 5, for his team to even consider trading for an unretired Tom Brady. Now imagine how much it would take to get Patrick Mahomes, who is still in his prime. What kind of haul would the Chiefs ask for to let him go? The Washington Commanders thought they found their quarterback for the near future when they traded for the Chiefs' Alex Smith back in 2018. But Smith suffered a horrific injury during a game in his first season, and Washington has struggled to find a quarterback since. The following year, the Commanders selected Dwayne Haskins out of Ohio State with their first-round pick in 2019, but unfortunately, he was then released before the end of the following season, and Smith made the majority of starts after an inspirational return. Washington head coach Ron Rivera has admitted that his team is in desperate need of a veteran quarterback. They simply cannot trust Tyler Heinicke, but it won't be Patrick Mahomes anytime in the foreseeable future. But it will be interesting to see who Washington ends up with. But you cannot knock the Washington Commanders head coach Ron Rivera for trying to make calls and trying to get the right quarterback. As the saying goes, closed mouths do not get fed.